It's been a big significant day of a landmark verdict that the Supreme Court today has put forward. It is upholding the right of maintenance for all women under Section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, or the CRPC. Now, this big judgment is coming as a bench of Justice B.V. Nagarta and Justice Augustine dismissed a Muslim man's petition that was challenging a direction to pay maintenance to his divorced wife under the CRPC. The court has maintained that secular law prevails over personal laws. It's also said that provisions of the Muslim Women Act of 1986 do not override that secular law.
ये ऐतिहासिक फैसला है सुप्रीम कोर्ट का, और मुझे लगता है कि जब आप संविधान के तमाम पहलू के ऊपर पूरे भारत में जो लोग रह रहे हैं उसको मानते हैं, कानून को मानते हैं, तो सीआरपीसी की 125 जो एक ताकत देती है उन मुस्लिम महिलाओं को जिनको दर दर भटकने के लिए छोड़ दिया जाता था, शरिया के नाम पे छोड़ दिया जाता था, धर्म आधारित नाम पे छोड़ दिया जाता था, अब उनको एक बड़ी ताकत हाथ में लगी है जिसकी वजह से वो अपने गुजारा भत्ता के लिए, हमें याद है किस तरीके से गुजारा भत्ता का ही केस तो शाबानों का था।
जो हमारा माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला आया है गुजारे भत्ते को लेके, वो बहुत ही बेहतरीन फैसला है मुसलमान महिलाओं के लिए। तो सबसे पहले मैं कहूँगी, क्योंकि उन लोगों के जो अधिकार हैं वो शरीयत के नाम पे छीने जाते हैं। जैसे गुजारा भत्ता है, वो कहते हैं कि इस औरत से हमारा रिश्ता नहीं है, हमारे साथ रह नहीं रही है, तो हम इसका गुजारा भत्ता क्यों देंगे। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी था हम जैसे मुसलमान औरतों के लिए, क्योंकि जिन्हें हर बात पे शरीयत का नाम ले लेके परेशान किया जाता है। हम लोगों की एक तरीके से एक्सप्लॉयटेशन चलता है। क्योंकि आज जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला रहा है वो बहुत ही अच्छा है, बहुत बेहतरीन है, और इसकी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत थी हम लोगों को।
So those are the first reactions that you've heard, but let's also break down what really have been the key takeaways of what the Supreme Court today has said and why many say that this is a landmark judgment. So on our screens, we'll go by this one by one, what we've heard from the Supreme Court that said that Section 125 of the CRPC is applicable to all married women. So irrespective of what your religion is, we will not be looking at the personal laws. The key here was that this has to be maintained as secular laws. It went on to say that maintenance is not a matter of charity, but it is a fundamental right. So again, that entire argument of personal laws is getting quashed by the fundamental right, what the Supreme Court has asserted. It's also said that the right transcends religious boundaries. Again, important when the Supreme Court speaks about this. It goes on to say that the right reinforces the principle of gender equality and financial security, and hence the maintenance is very, very critical under Section 125 of the CRPC. It doesn't just stop there. It goes on to say that men must recognize indispensable role and sacrifices of the housewives. Important observations as the Supreme Court has spoken about the entire issue. It also says the husbands must provide financial support to their wives. All this coming because you had a Muslim man who appears before the court and he did not want to grant maintenance to his wife. The court also says must maintain joint bank accounts, share ATM access in order to ensure that the woman, remember, is not deprived in case there is a permanent breakdown of that marriage. Then again reiterating much the same, it says Section 125 of the CRPC is applicable to all married women. So again and again, I think all these points reinforce much what we've heard through the day coming in from different people who've spoken about this. Harish was in the court when you have seen the court putting out this landmark verdict. And Harish, let's ask you now about what happens from here on, you know, considering that in the country there has been this huge debate about personal laws, about, you know, certain religious group minorities wanting to speak about the precedence of their laws versus what Section 125 of the CRPC says. Should we assume that that should now be a settled debate and politicians must not politicize this?
Yes, in fact, the Supreme Court judgment essentially means that the Muslim woman be entitled to claim maintenance from her divorced husband under the Code of Criminal Procedure of 1973, as was affirmed in the Shah Bano case, and the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986, enacted by the Rajiv Gandhi government to nullify the Shah Bano decision, will not prevail. That is the biggest takeaway, DP, as far as today's judgment is concerned. And we should also remember this Supreme Court highlighted that the time has come for Indian men to recognize the indispensable role and the sacrifices made by housewives for the family. The bench highlighted the necessity for husbands to provide financial support to their wives, suggesting practical measures such as maintaining joint bank accounts and sharing ATM access to ensure economic stability for women within the household. And in fact, as on expected lines, right under this scanner is the law passed by Rajiv Gandhi government to circumvent the 1985 Shah Bano judgment, coming under pressure from orthodox, conservative and fundamentalist Muslim leaders. In fact, so now that law has come under this scanner, and Supreme Court has clearly overruled it and has said that maintenance is not a matter of charity, but a fundamental right of married women. This right transcends religious boundaries, reinforcing the principle of gender equality and financial security for all married women, irrespective of religion.
And one must say, Harish, that those are, an unequivocal attempt by the Supreme Court to address the elephant in the room. And it says, nothing doing, we stick to the laws. The laws are secular, and clearly that continues to be supreme. Please, stay with us as we'll also listen into how the BJP has responded to what has happened so far. Remember, the BJP again and again is citing what the Congress had done, the Shah Bano judgment, and the BJP is also asking if the Congress will support this or not.
See, whatever the Supreme Court says, one must all respect it. But the question is that when decades ago the Supreme Court had said similar thing, at that time it was the anti-women and pro-vote bank Congress party Rajiv Gandhi who overturned the decision of the Supreme Court only for the sake of appeasing few fundamentalists. And the Congress continues to do that. When Teen Talaq law is made, they oppose it. When UCC is spoken of, they oppose it. When women empowerment is spoken of, to appease a particular vote bank, they oppose it. Today, will they oppose it or will they welcome it, and they will apologize for the anti-women steps taken by Rajiv Gandhi in the name of vote bank? They will never do that, because even today their charitra has not changed.
So though the Congress has not responded yet to that direct charge by the BJP, but its ally partner, the Samajwadi Party, has come forward to hail what we've heard from the Supreme Court today.
देखिए, गुजारा भत्ता हम उन सभी महिलाओं को मिलना चाहिए जिनका तलाक हो गया या जिनके पति छोड़ गए, फिर वो किसी भी धर्म की हो। माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो फैसला आया है, समाजवादी पार्टी समझती कि अगर उसमें आंशिक बदलाव होता, वो सभी के लिए होता तो बेहतर था, लेकिन वो जो मुस्लिम महिलाओं के लिए आया है कि गुजारा भत्ता उनको मिलना चाहिए, तो जिनको पति उनके छोड़ देते हैं या तलाक दे देते हैं, उसके बाद उनके पालन पोषण का उनके बच्चे हैं तो उनके लिए गुजारा भत्ता मिलना चाहिए था। समाजवादी पार्टी समझती कि ये फैसला उचित है।
So just to decode the politics of this, our colleague Mohit is also joining us live. Mohit, we haven't seen any kind of a response yet from the Congress party, but the SP is hailing this. The SP says, time and again we've been votary of women rights, and we obviously will welcome what the court has said. But there is a legacy issue when it comes to the Congress, the Shah Bano judgment and much more. Any responses we've heard from the grand old party yet?
Well, as of now, the Congress party has not yet reacted to it officially. But we see that how the BJP is welcoming the decision that has come from the Supreme Court, and they're attacking the Congress party, saying that what happened in 1985 with the Shah Bano case was overturned by Rajiv Gandhi by bringing Muslim Women Protection Act in 1986, just because the judgment that came in from the Supreme Court was being opposed by the radical Muslim clergy, various Muslim organizations where they stated that the Supreme Court cannot get into the Sharia's law, as the Islam is being followed by the Sharia's law, and hence divorce is and the marriage is a matter which is a very integral part of Sharia law, and hence the Supreme Court cannot interfere. Now, after the Shah Bano case, the Supreme Court clearly stated that yes, the Muslim women is also eligible for the maintenance after the divorce, but then Rajiv Gandhi passed a law, overturned that decision, and since then we have seen how BJP is attacking the Congress party, saying that just for the sake of the appeasement policy, politics. Congress party snatched away the rights of the Muslim women, which they should have got when this order came from the Supreme Court in the Shah Bano case. Now today also the BJP has welcomed it, and they say that what exactly Congress party will have to say on this. So the mixed reactions are coming in. Now we see that how various Muslim organizations have come out. Some of them have welcomed it. Many Muslim women activists have welcomed it. But there are certain individuals, certain clergy in various Muslim organizations who have said that this order should be reviewed, or they are citing certain technicalities about it. So we see the politics is being played on this particular issue. But after this particular decision, we see that how exactly the BJP is attacking the Congress party, saying that Rajiv Gandhi wanted Sharia law in India, and perhaps that is why he completely overturned what came from the Supreme Court under the pressure from the Muslim clergy and all the radical organizations. Now that has been cleared by the Supreme Court. While we see many of the triple talaq victims, they have come out and they have clearly stated that they welcome this decision, because the Supreme Court has made it clear that the laws are gender neutral, they are religion neutral, and they are applicable for everybody. And hence we see that how in most of the circles from Muslim women and various activists, they are accepting it. So the politics is being played. The BJP is attacking the Congress party. We have to wait and watch how exactly will the Congress respond to the jibes that are coming in from the BJP over this particular issue.